Hello students, today's lesson is about the story elements by me, Ms. Fatima Abbas. First of all, we have to know that there are 5 elements of a story. There is the setting, the character, conflict, plot, and theme. We are going to get introduced to all of them now. First of all, let's press on the setting. The setting is usually when and where the story happens, and it helps in creating the atmosphere of the story. The place, for example, at the church, in the school, in the playground, around the yard, any place you want. The time, in summer, it could be a day, last weekend, it could be during a month, like February, it could be on my birthday. So it's the time. So when for the time and where for the place. Every story has a setting. Let's get back to the main page. The second one is the character. Is the person or animal that portrays in the story. Like for example, Sam, a mother, father, squirrel, or a rabbit. Usually, the fantasy stories, we have sometimes we have talking animals. These can be the characters too. Let's get back to the main page. Okay, now the conflict. Number 3 is the conflict. It's the problem which the main character needs to solve. So it's a problem. It can be categorized into 2, which are the internal and external. Let's start with the internal conflict. The internal conflict is the problem is caused by his own limitations and weaknesses. يعني, for example, man vs himself. A person can't forgive himself because he hurt his brother. For example, another example of internal conflict is that when you hurt your friend, don't you feel sad? Yes, for sure. This is the internal conflict. It's something inside us. Yani, I have a problem with myself. I will be very sad if I hurt my mom, for example. This is the internal conflict. I will be very sad and upset. So I will not forgive myself unless I say sorry for her. The second one is the external conflict. Is the problem caused by people or things around them. يعني, first one, man versus man. For example, if your parents didn't let you go to the cinema, you will have a conflict or a problem with your parents. Yeah. The second one is man versus nature. Nature, you all know the nature. For example, if I was going to the school and it started raining, this is a problem. The problem is between the nature and the man. So it's caused by the nature, something that I can't do anything about. Okay. And the last one is the man vs the society. For example, if we have rules in the country, we have to follow them or abide by them. Ali was punished because he didn't stop on the red sign. Now let's get back to the first page. We have here the plot, the list and sequence of events in a story. So in every story بيكون عندنا sequence of events, and something that happens first, next, then last. In the story عندنا غير first, next, then last. We have 5 parts that happen in every story. اللي هن exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, resolution or ending. As we can see in this map or line, I don't know. I will start explaining for you each one. Okay? The exposition here, the beginning part of the story. We start with it. It introduces the character بالsetting والconflict. بالexposition بيبين معنا الsetting, the time والplace, the people that are in the story, the characters, وكمان الconflict, the problem. Okay? Then we go up, the rising action. Rising action happens when the conflict is addressed by the main characters in the story. And the main character, when he says what is the problem of the story, the rising action starts. And it's the part when the crisis or unstable state happens. يعني, when the problem started to be big. Okay? This is the rising action. I will give you examples. But then we go to the top, اللي هي climax. The climax is the most interesting and breathtaking point of the story. It presents the most challenging moment in the story. Okay? I will give you examples. But then falling action here. The falling action happens instantly after the climax. بس تخلص الclimax, the falling action starts, reveals the consequences, either good or bad, the characters need to deal with after the turning point of the events. يعني هون the problem was very 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 big. We go down بلش الستوري يبين ال consequences إذا هن منيح أو مش منيح، شو صار بعد ال problem when the problem was over, and the resolution هي ال solution يعني or ending. How did the characters solve the problem? What happened after that? Emotions مثلا, were they sad at the end, were they happy? The last one is the theme. Theme is what's the story all about. It can be expressed in one word like love, friendship, and solitude. Solitude is loneliness. So for example, if I'm talking about a love story, I can say the theme is love. If I'm talking about two friends that had a problem together and then they solved their problem, if you have friendship. So for example, it's the central idea or main message the author wants his reader to understand and live by. And what the author wants from you to conclude. Okay, now to apply, read each description and write C in the box for the characters, S for the setting, or P for the plot. A rainy day. Excellent. It's a setting. It's a place or time. Is the plot. Why? Because it's a problem. Deep in the woods. It's a setting. Bravo, because it's a place. The Wicked Witch is a character. A sunny beautiful day, it's time, يعني it's a setting. The barking dog, so dog is a character. A charming prince is also a character. Hansel and Gretel were lost and it was getting late. Yes, it's a plot. The sharks were swimming around us, also the plot. The snake slithered away very fast is also a plot. So to sum up, the story has 5 elements. Each one of them is very important. The setting includes time and place. Character could be animal or people. Conflict, the problem. And plot, the sequence of events. And the theme is what the story talks about. Thank you so much. Don't forget to do your homework. Goodbye.